Hey, what's up, guys? Zero Select here, bringing you guys the playoffs match from the MPL. I think I did told you guys, but yeah, I told you guys I made it to the playoffs, which is really fucking cool. I never didn't really think or even hoping to get in, but here I am up against K2, who's like basically the best coach in the league right now with this ridiculous team. I had the sneaky suspicion that this match was going to end up with me losing simply due to the fact that Azumarill just destroys my team. Like he could literally just lead off with it, set up the belly drum and just win basically, because Ferrothorn cannot really take a knockoff or a superpower from +6 Azumarill, and nothing on my team can take a +6 Aqua Jet. So, you know, I just went in there. I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna try something a little out of something that I'm pretty sure he was not gonna expect. That was basically rely on a Life Orb Ferrothorn on the Trick Room to destroy his team, and yeah, that was basically my mindset. I also brought Scarf Landers. Well, yeah, look, that was my plan. Holy crap, I need to properly explain myself. Life Orb Ferrothorn, like I said, 4 attacks: Power Whip, Gyro Ball, Knockoff, and Bulldoze for the Magneton. So that's that with Life Orb, Brave Nature. I had the potential to Oko or 2-hit KO everything on his team. So, you know, my mindset, my plan was to set up Trick Room with my Whimsicott and my Diancie. That's literally the only reason why I brought Diancie. I would have preferred to bring Clefable, but it didn't learn Trick Room. So, you know, since I was relying a lot on Ferrothorn, because he really doesn't have much for it if you actually think about it. But you know, that's it. Diancie also provides Stealth Rock support. I forgot what else I had on it, but the most important thing is that, you know, it was running Trick Room. Whimsicott is running Sub Encore, U-Turn, and Trick Room. I fucked up really badly with that moveset. I wanted to take out give it Moonblast. No, Giga Drain. I wanted to give it Giga Drain, but I fucked up, and because before that I had a different set on it, which is why I had U-Turn, and then when I added Trick Room and everything, I forgot to take out U-Turn and giving it like one of his stab moves, and you know, it would have been useful to have a certain Giga Drain or at least Moonblast, but I fucked up. Like I said, Scarf Landers just in case he did bring Thundurus, and it also helped me deal with this Infernape. If he decided to bring it, but he didn't bring neither of them, so my Landers T is practically useless because he can't really do much to. I mean, I can't switch it on Excadrill repeatedly because he has no bulk. He probably takes hits for days, and I can't do shit to Heracross. So, you know, that right there really screwed me over. I brought Lantern to just because of the Magneton. If he had HP Grass, it still wasn't going to be a 2-hit KO. I think it's a 4-hit KO at best without rocks on the field. So I have nothing to worry about there. I now have a really good switch into Magneton, so I can prevent him from Volt switching out, or, you know, Flash Cannon, everything on my team. And then the last thing that I brought was a Subcomon Meloetta, Timid, Max Special Attack, Max Speed. No, it was, what's a Timid? I think it was Modest. So if he had brought a Jolly Excadrill, that would have been bad. But this Meloetta actually speeds everything on his team. So I'm like, if Ferrothorn can't do it for me, if I could get Meloetta at +1 behind a sub, I can pull this out of my ass. But of course, the number one threat to my team was the Azumarill. I needed that gone just to have a chance at winning. Because so long as that thing's alive, I can't win. And I know K2 knows that, so he's gonna make it impossible for me to, you know, eliminate his Azumarill. But whatever. That was the mindset that I went in there. Set up Trick Room as soon as possible, or maybe not as soon as possible, but, you know, just catch him off guard with it, and then have Ferrothorn put in some work. So let's begin. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off with Landers. He leads off with fucking Azumarill right off the bat, trying to set up and win. And this is bad for me. I did get the Intimidate off, but of course if he decides to go for Belly Drum, you know, he can just get back all that back. So I'm gonna go into Whimsicott just to see what he wants to do. If he wants to go for the Aqua Jet, if he wants to Belly Drum, whatever. Whimsicott can, you know, I can Encore him into Belly Drum, and I can take the Aqua Jet and Encore him to Aqua Jet as well. So that's that. He's gonna go ahead and switch on into my Lodic. I'm gonna set up a sub just to see what he wants to do. He's gonna go into his Heracross. And this is both good and bad. It's good because my Whimsicott is physically offensive, so I'm pretty sure I can take a Pin Missile. because I'm not weak to it. I neutral to it. But it's also bad because I have nothing to hit him with. I don't have Moonblast. Like I said, I only have U-turn. 2 pin missiles do break the sub. Or was it 1? Yeah, it was 2. So he's gonna go ahead and hit me 5 times. Does a hell of a lot of damage. And I should have, to be honest, I should have just switched out into Landorus T instead of letting my Whimsicott take all that damage. Because Whimsicott was actually very, very, very fucking useful for me. Even though his moveset was kind of meh. Just the ability to, prankster, substitute, encore, and all those shenanigans. I would have much rather preferred having a much higher HP. I had Landorus T that even though I couldn't do much to the Heracross, I think I have Stone. It's just like the best I could have done. I could at least gotten Intimidated off and then gone on to Diancie and gone from there, because Diancie was, especially defensive, but at -1 I'm pretty sure I could take any hit from Heracross because it's really fucking bulky. So right there, turn 3 I'm already making really bad plays. So now I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn out into Meloetta because I threatened basically everything on his team with this Meloetta. The only problem is that I am running dual stab, so Magneton can switch in. I can set up on it, but I can't really do much in return except set up while he can just full switch out and gain momentum. He's going to go to this Hippowdon to take the Side Shock. Good play on him, on his part, because Hippowdon is bulky as fuck. I didn't know what to do there. I wanted to like Calm Mind or Roar, expecting him to go for Stealth Rocks, but I'm glad I switched out because he's actually packing the Crunch. So that is fantastic. And the funny thing is, before this match started, I actually had Grass Knot on this Meloetta, but I switched it out for Hyper Voice. And if I had Grass Knot right there, the Hippowdon would have been dead, and things would have been a lot different. Anyway, he's gonna go ahead and U-turn out into his Heracross. I think he just U-turn out right back into Meloetta. Just continue getting the momentum on my side because I'm gonna need it, because I can't give his Azumarill or anything on his team a free switch, except for the extra drill, because I can't do much to extra drill. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Side Shot because I am modest. That is going to do a very decent amount of damage, 33%. I will fucking take it. But he's in the sand. I'm guessing he's adamant because Sandburst Excadrill is usually, is adamant for the most part. So if it wasn't for that, I could have hit him with another Side Shock. He actually goes for Toxic, expecting my my Landorus T. So that's good for him. Good play on this part. I didn't really care because I do have a Cleric. I think I have Field Blow on the Diancie as well. I'm not entirely sure. So I don't really mind too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and fire off an Earthquake. Looking at his team, aside from Hippowdon, it's really, he's gonna do a decent amount. I am an adamant Landorus T, or Jolly. I don't even remember what the fuck I did with that Landorus T. But whatever, Earthquake, get some damage off on the Heracross. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to Whimsicott as he sets up a sub. Sending Whimsicott as a potential death spotter, but him going for the sub was definitely, good thing for me, because I'm just gonna Uncle him into that, and then the following turn proceed to go for the U-turn, or set up a tricking. I don't think I set up a tricking yet. Yeah, I can't really do much with Ferrothorn yet. I just need to get a little bit more damage on the Hippowdon, and I can guarantee the Oko with the Power Whip, I believe. Or do I go for tricking? No, I just go straight for the U-turn. U-turn out straight on to Ferrothorn, I believe, and yeah, go on to Ferrothorn because I didn't really have much to do. Looking back, I should have just gone into a Landorus T and then U-turn back out into that right there. But here, this fucking sucked. Like I said, Ferrothorn here, this is my win condition, but it was definitely a key player on my team because it put in some major work against my opponent's team. I went for the Bulldoze, expected Magneton to come in, because for the most part Magneton can't, Ferrothorn can't do shit to Magneton. So I thought he would be willing to do that, but it doesn't happen. And I take 31% from the Earthquake because I'm not defensive in any way, shape, or form. I am max speed HP, but his natural bulk can only help him out so much with shitty HP stat. So yeah, Hippowdon eats that up, and it's kind of annoying because the Power Whip would have probably OK'd from the range of health that he was at. I think it was maximum like 88%, something like that. So yeah, that's fucking terrible. I'm just gonna go to Whimsicott just in case he wants to go for another Earthquake, and he does. And it's at this point in the battle that I wish I had Giga Drain on this Whimsicott, or at least Moonblast, just to get some damage off on the Hippowdon, force him to slack off so I can get a free switch out into something. So you know that's really annoying. He's gonna go into dude right there, Whimsicott. So I just go for the Encore because I didn't know if he wanted to switch in or switch out or not. And if I Encored him into Earthquake, I could get a free switch out into Landorus T and continue on with the U-turn and shenanigans. Maybe fire off a knockoff. That would be nice. So that's that. I'm gonna go to Whiskers. Landorus T. As he goes for the Iron Head, that does a fuck ton of damage even after the Intimidate, so he's definitely adamant. So you know that's fucking bad. He's gonna go out into the Heracross again, as I believe he just go for the Earthquake. Or not, I go for the U-turn. What the hell did I go into the U-turn? Well, yeah, I knew he was gonna switch out. I didn't know he was gonna switch out into his Heracross. That's the thing. So I go for U-turn, go back out into Meloetta, and I just try to kill the Heracross. And he keeps trying to keep it alive, and I don't know why, because Heracross can't do anything so long as Meloetta's alive. So I go for the Hyper Voice. That's a pretty decent amount of damage to the Magneton, which is nice. Then he's gonna go ahead and switch out into Heracross. I really wanted to go onto the Lantern there, but of course he was one step ahead of me, and I saw that coming, so I just stayed in and set up a sub as he goes out to Hippowdon, force him to roar me out or crunch or whatever he wants to do, and he does in fact go for the roar. The Hyper Voice is 52%, which is a very good amount of damage. I will gladly take that. Modest Meloetta is too fucking good. He's gonna roll me out into Whimsicott, which is terrible, but at the same time not that bad, because I can just Encore him into Whirlwind if he decides to stay in, and I should have seen that coming. I should have actually I did stop that. I went for the Trick Room, so I'm all like, alright, so from this stage, the amount of damage that I've done to this team, Ferrothorn could put in some work. So I believe that's what I do. You turn out into Whiskers as a death fodder, as I believe he stays in and goes for the Earthquake, or for the Stealth Rocks. Oh, there he goes for Stealth Rocks. Kind of annoying because I don't have a spinner, so those rocks are there to stay, and he didn't bring a defogger with him. He didn't bring Laudio, so I can't set up my rocks and force him to defog as well. So that's that. I'm going to go for the Earthquake, and that was a stupid play on my part. I should have U-turned out into Ferrothorn. If I had done that, I would have been in such a great position with 3 turns of Trick Room left, as you can see there. So me clicking Earthquake there was bad. I was trying to sack my Landorus T, but I fucked up so badly this turn. I look back at it now and I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Turn 23, we're still 6-6, but I'm clearly at a disadvantage. Me clicking Earthquake was so fucking stupid, because like I said, if I had U-turned out, I wouldn't have cared if he had taken me out. It's like I said, Landorus, he was death fodder, but if he had pulled some switch like he did right there, I would have been able to U-turn out to hit Ferrothorn and start putting in some work against his team. But now the Trick Room's up, and he's going to use it against me because since Landorus T is Scarfed, so Hippowdon will be able to get a slack off before I can finish him off with another Earthquake, and that's fucking annoying because this Hippowdon is so goddamn bulky. I'm going to do Whimsicott because I don't want the Ferrothorn to take too much damage. So, yeah. Like I said, I need that thing to at least take an Aqua Jet. Be enough health in Trick Room to take an Aqua Jet from a Azumarill and take him out. And that was my mindset. But the thing is, I'm just fucking screwed at this point. There's he's gonna get his free switch into the Magneton. As I just go for the Encore, because I should have U-turned out there again, but whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out to the Lantern. As he goes out, like I said, Magneton, I'm going to switch on to Lantern. He's going to pull a Flash Cannon, doesn't do anything because that Quad Resist. He's a special defensive Lantern. Even if he has the HP Grass, Lantern can take those hits for days. I will be able to fire off his Scald, I believe, or Volt Switch. I think I'll go for Volt Switch. I don't remember. Like, he has 2 ground types, but it's just so risky for him to switch them in. That I predicted him to go into my low deck or stay in. I say go for Volt Switch, get a free switch onto my Meloetta, and try to trick him. Now here, I spent a long time on what to do here, because I mean I have a bunch of options. I can go right back into Lantern. I can set up Calm Mind and take this Volt Switch damage, and possibly die to an Aqua Jet from Zumiro. If he decides to Volt Switch out into that thing, or I can set up a sub just to see what it wants to do. I believe I set up the sub. As he goes down to hit Powdon. If I go for the Calm Mind, yeah, okay, never mind. I don't know what I did because this was actually like a week ago. Whatever, I set up the Calm Mind because I just want to, you know, limit the amounts of switching that he has to my team. Gonna go for the Hyper Voice. I know he's not gonna crunch or Earthquake. I was kind of hoping he would Whirlwind, and he does. So I take a huge chunk of damage from HP from the Powdon, which is great. He's gonna roll me out into Ferrothorn, which is bad because if I miss this Power Whip as he go for Slack Off, it will be, you know, really annoying. But he's actually gonna go into his Magneton now, as I do go for the Power Whip, and that's a really good amount because, like I said, I am Life Orb Brave Max Attack. And I know this thing doesn't have HP Fire anymore. Doesn't have HP Fire, so I'm just gonna stay in and take him out. And yeah, because I know I know at this point I'm just fucking screwed. I'm gonna lose to Zumiro if I can't get Meloetta behind a sub. So what I need to do is basically force out the Milotic and try to set up on it. But you know things are just not looking good. Sure, I managed to kill 2 things on his team with the Ferrothorn, but the amount of health that my team is at right now, I just died to Aqua Jet. So that's that. He's gonna go to say Powdon now, take me out with the Earthquake. There's no point in me keeping Ferrothorn alive, even for a differential, because he's just gonna switch. I'm gonna have to switch that Ferrothorn to Spotter at some point. So I might as well kill it now, get a free switch onto Meloetta, and go from there. But the annoying thing is now that he has the stand up again, and he still has the Excadrill. So, I mean, I could still I could win, but I need to play very, very carefully, especially around the Azumarill, because like I said, he can just win with the Azumarill no matter what the hell I do. He's gonna go to his Excadrill now. I'm gonna go ahead and sack my Landorus T because it dies on switching. It's really useless. I can't even get the Intimidate off. But you know, I just wanted the free switch out into Whimsicott. Or do I go into Whimsicott? I don't know, but I think at this point I'm just stalling up the sand as much as I possibly can. But the thing, I need to get Meloetta behind a sub, and I could very well win this. I could. Just gonna go ahead to Whimsicott, go for the Encore, just lock him into Earthquake. Yes, I do believe Diancie can lift 1 Earthquake. I'm not entirely. I forgot what bulk I had on this thing. I think it was mixed actually. It wasn't special. I think it was mixed. So I haven't locked into that. He's gonna go into my loaded, which I thought was weird because I mean Diancie can't do shit to Excadrill, so he can just keep spamming Earthquake and things like that. So I'm just gonna set up a Trick Room, as he does in fact go into my loaded. So I get my free Trick Room up. I'm gonna go into the Lantern. Because I would go straight into Meloetta, but he has 2 chances to burn me with Scald. One when I switch in and one before I set up the sub. So, you know, I would much rather prefer to limit that. Now here, I didn't know what to do. I could Toxic, or I could Volt Switch. I could Scald. I didn't really know what the hell to do. I could Volt Switch out into Meloetta, but the thing is, like I said, I was afraid of the Scald burn. If that Scald burned me, it was done. There's nothing I could do. So I was expecting him to go out into either his Excadrill or his Azumarill to deal with this or whatever it switched in as I Volt Switched out. But at the same time, it's unloaded, so he has nothing to worry about. So I made the stupid play of going for Volt Switch and Volt Switching out straight out into Meloetta, which like I said, like I said, it was my win condition at this point. It was literally the only way I could win. But I Volt Switch out, go out into Meloetta, he goes for the Miracle, and I die. And that's the end of the game. Because I didn't Toxic. I really wanted to toxic there, and I didn't do it, and now I'm going to lose because that. So yeah, and then to spite me, he's gonna go to the Azumarill. Yes, I go for Skull, not get the burn, but it doesn't matter because he's just gonna, like, even if I do get the burn, a +6, nothing on my team is taking any hits from the Azumarill. So just to rub it into my face, he's gonna go into his Azumarill. He's gonna set up a belly drum and then proceed to sweep me with, you know, once the trick room is out. So yeah. And yeah, I there's nothing else to say. I just lose to the Azumarill again. And it's pretty frustrating because, like, I have nothing on my team for Azumarill. Like, nothing at all. I mean, I have like Whimsicott and Barrel Thorn, but they can't take hits from Blended Jet or Azumarill. So, like, no matter what strategy I came up with, no matter what I did, I knew I was gonna end up losing to the Azumarill no matter what I did. I could have brought him like, I could be 6-1 up against his team, but so long as he had the Azumarill at full health, he could just belly drum and win. That's just the thing. There was absolutely nothing I could have done to win, and you know, that's pretty frustrating. I'm hoping next season I can at least pick up some Pokemon to help me deal with this problem, because you know, it's just really frustrating. But whatever, that's the end of the match. Really good match. It was really fucking stressful. It was actually a lot longer than this, because I mean, I was really thinking about every single turn. But now that I look back, I look at the turns where I fucked up big time, like going for Earthquake instead of U-turning my Landorus Steel, and that switch to hit Powdon. But whatever, that's it. Now I have to play R4 again for 3rd place, and I'm definitely gonna have to try to redeem myself, because I lost last time to him. And it was a 4-0, like I said. I just, you know, like I said, his team pairs up against mine really well, so I need to bring some unorthodox things to at least try to throw him off track, and hopefully secure the win for that. At least they'll get 3rd place, because I've actually lost like 2 games in a row. I don't count week 10 because it was a forfeit. But whatever, that's it for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you guys hopefully Sunday. We'll try to get the next match on Sunday. I'll see what happens though. Whatever, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Later.